So, as Tyree said, you might be looking at your program and thinking, well, there's been a lot of transfigurations, and somehow Kiko is transformed into Greg. Well, there's a story behind this. And so this morning I want to share with you a little bit of the story about how I came to be up here this morning. I'm also going to share with you a comparison between Transfiguration and an entertainment event, if you will, and some of my thoughts on Transfiguration Sunday. So how did I come to be up here? Well, it started about 13 hours ago. Don and I were playing cards with our friends Max and Katrina. And we've known Max and Katrina a long time. Max and I are fraternity brothers, so I've known him, she's over 30 years, and met Katrina in 1985, just before Don and I were married. So it's been a while. So as we were playing cards, And cards is one of my favorite games. It's kind of another history subject. I started playing cards when I was a freshman in high school. I had a really good friend. And he was very nice, but maybe not so bright, or he tried hard, but he didn't do great, especially in math. So he took a remedial math class and became good friends with the teacher. And one morning the teacher said, you know, if you could find two friends, the four of us could play cards in the morning. And so he asked me, he asked another friend, and we ended up playing cards for 4 years with a teacher that I never had a class with. And in fact, my friend, he left, he moved away, and the other friend moved away, and it ended up two valedictorians, me and this remedial math teacher, playing cards. And so it's a game I love. So we were playing this last night, and I get a call about 10:30, and it's Skylar. And Skylar says, I hate to do this to you, Greg. Could you give the sermon? Kiko was really sick, and please keep him in our prayers. I hope he gets better soon. I said, all right, what's the subject? And he said, well, it's Transfiguration Sunday. Okay, but what's the passage? What's Transfiguration Sunday? I never did get the passage out of me, but I went to pull my Bible out, and I said, okay, I remember this story. So I go back to my friends, Max, Katrina, and Donna, and I said, well, I'm asked to give the sermon today. What should I talk about? And in unison, they said one word: zombies. No, that's right. I did say zombies, the Walking Dead. Now, what's that have to do with Transfiguration? Well, it's a bit of a stretch. Let me give you a little background. So earlier, before playing cards, we went to see a zombie movie. We love zombie movies. So we saw this one called Warm Bodies. And it's a really, I think, kind of a fun story. You've got these human enclaves, walled-in structures, and then you have these zombies living outside. And being church, I'm not going to describe exactly what zombies do. Let's suffice it to say they don't like humans. But the humans have to wander out to get things like medicine and food, and then bring it back. Now, you might wonder, isn't the medicine going to expire eventually or run out? But remember, this is Hollywood, so you have to suspend belief a little bit. Just enjoy the story. And I'm nothing if not a person that enjoys a good story. So one day, this group of teens goes out, and they go to this old pharmacy, and they're picking up medicines. And the zombies come, and they start attacking. All except for this one zombie. He's a teenage zombie boy. And he has compassion. He looks at this teenage girl, and he says, I'm not going to hurt her. I'm going to save her. So he takes her back and gives her shelter, keeps her for a few days, and then brings her back to the enclave with some help from his zombie friends. And after this happens, the zombies, their heart starts to beat. And of course, being Hollywood, you can actually see the heart beating every once in a while. They realize that because of their compassion, they've been saved. Now, I don't want to give away the rest of the movie, but what does this have to do with Transfiguration Sunday? Well, I saw a few comparisons. First of all, Peter has this idea that, hey, this is a wonderful event. Let's build a shelter, and let's have compassion. And that's what the zombie boy does. His name's R. You never do get his whole name. They just call him R. And he says, yeah, let's have compassion. He has compassion on this human girl. Also, the Transfiguration is a preparation, and this zombie is a preparation. He realizes with compassion that he can go out and he can prepare the zombies, and they can become human again. Kind of like the Transfiguration. So, why is this important? What's Transfiguration mean besides the zombie movie? What it is it's preparation for Ash Wednesday, which is this coming Wednesday, and Lent. And to me, Lent is a big time of preparation leading up to the crucifixion and the resurrection. And you'll see in this movie that there is a little bit of a resurrection of the zombies. So that's one thing I take out of this. Also, it's this wonderful event. It's this highlight, if you will. You can see the future. You can see Jesus shining. And that is coming back to why we prepare. We want to prepare for Jesus shining on Easter Sunday when he's resurrected. So, you can kind of see why my friend said zombies. Comparison between the zombies and the Transfiguration. And I should say, by the way, that I'm talking to people that my friend Katrina taught catechism for 10 years. One of her sons is our godson. So we've had a lot of different religious discussions. So this isn't just out of the blue. So as you go out today, I hope that you'll maybe not just think about zombies, but think a little bit about Transfiguration. Why it's important. Why we do this. I love this about the church is we have John the Baptist leading up to Christmas. We have Transfiguration Sunday leading up to Lent and Easter. So hopefully you'll think about the Transfiguration. Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you for this wonderful day. Help us to think about transfiguring our lives and preparing our lives for Lent. Amen. And one last thing. If you're a zombie movie fan, this is no Shaun of the Dead, but it's not a bad one. It's worth a Sunday afternoon.